breakfast on Nova.
Mel Tracina, we are back in the pod. It's been a little bit smaller than I remember this pod.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's quite warm and cozy.
Oh, well, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
And moist.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
Ooh, yeah.
Without notice.
Okay.
Flannelette sheets for adults. How do you feel about
them? Okay, this is a great question, and I feel like it's layered. It's a layered answer. I will not give you a direct yes or no. I think flannelette sheets are great if you're sleeping on your own because you need the warmth. But if you have another person with you, too much.
Yeah.
Too much. But also, I love to slide a little bit when I sleep, and flannelette is very gripping.
It's a lot of friction. So because I'm like having the discussion now about putting the electric blanket on, and then I did go past the shelves and there was flannelette sheets, and I'm like electricity versus just flannel.
If I had an electric blanket, I would just go nice cotton sheets with the blanket underneath, the electric blanket.
And just use the blanket just to do a pre-warm and then turn it off. Yeah.
And then turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think flannelette pajamas are pretty solid. I think sheets, I'm also thinking, what do you want that you can use all year round? Cotton. Cotton's good. You can have it anytime.
Yeah, and there's just something about, I don't know, being an adult and flannelette sheets. As a kid, it was a big thing, but I don't know. There's just something about sleeping with someone else and having flannelette sheets that makes me feel a bit yuck.
It really kills the mood. No one's ever been like, what this flannel's doing for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
So thoughts on silk sheets?
That's got to be a red flag.
Why?
Surely if you walked into, imagine single Mel back in the day, right? And you've started seeing this guy and you go back to his joint and he's got silk sheets.
Yeah.
What does that say to you?
Does he still live at home?
Does that? Well, gosh, that's one red flag right there.
I don't know. I haven't really overthought it that much.
I'm a big sweater, so I don't think my body sweat and silk sheets would go well together.
So earlier when I said our potty was moist, I was true.
Yeah, it's just coming off my body. Do you like it? Hey, oh gosh, I should have asked. Do you have silk sheets on at the moment?
Well, you'll never know.
All right, sweet. I don't want to know. All right, what's coming up in the podcast? What are we doing? Do we know?
Okay, yeah. We're catching up with the Channel 7 reporter who was in the courtroom when Erin Patterson's verdict was passed down yesterday. And we're going to hear it was very fascinating to hear all the happenings outside of the courtroom, let alone what was happening inside. So we're catching up with Channel 7 news reporter to chat about that.
Also, just because the show is so varied, we go from hard-hitting news to 500 grams of salami.
Mushrooms to salami.
Oh, actually. A bit hungry now.
It's like a charcuterie board of podcasts. A podcast is a charcuterie board.
We're going to ask the question, who did you take a sneaky photo of, but not in a creepy way? And we hear all about your renovation disasters as well, Mel.
Yes, and I'm camping out in the lounge room. Pray for me.
With silk sheets. All right, that's enough of this. Let's get into the podcast.
Mel's Click Hole.
Mel's Click Hole.
Click Hole. Mel's Click Hole.
Click Hole.
It's cold outside. All get warm inside the Click Hole. We're going to have a look at what's been trending on Google in the last 24 hours. Matt is scratching his head and not engaging.
I'm going to leave your Click Hole alone.
Okay, what's been trending in the last 24 hours? There's a Bali volcano which has erupted, and I just thought I would mention it because I know it's school holidays and a lot of people might be travelling to or from. So just keep an eye out on your flight scanner and your schedule. Why? What's wrong, Matt? Why do you want to?
Is there a name of the volcano? Are you going to have a crack at? Can you pronounce the name of the volcano that's erupted?
Yes, the name is Mount Lawatabi Lucky.
Oh, not so lucky. Thank you, Georgie. She appreciates that one in the phone booth. Thank you, mate.
Okay, I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad someone loved it. This one's trending. McGriddle. Have you tried a McGriddle?
Oh, a McGriddle. I thought McGriddle was like an Aussie surfer or something. No?
Hey, not a bad name.
No, guys, you see he's got some thick right-handers. McGriddle.
Surf's up, McGriddle.
What is a McGriddle?
So, a McGriddle is a new McDonald's breakfast menu, and it came out, I think, earlier in the year, which is basically, it's hotcakes, but you have, so instead of a burger, it's hotcakes as the bread. So you'd have a sausage and cheese McGriddle instead of a McMuffin. Or a bacon and egg McGriddle instead of a McMuffin. I'm not going to lie, the first thing I did this morning was jump on Uber Eats to see if I could order some for us.
And?
Not out yet.
Damn.
Of course. Always, right? But I think it's in a few days. And when it is, yum, yum, yum.
So are they, I don't know if I'm asking too many questions.
Tax
right?
return.
Okay, great. We've got that on tape. We've got that on tape. Is there maple syrup involved in the bacon with the hotcakes? Is there a detail of what is involved there? Because maple syrup bacon and like a pancake bun is just the ultimate combination.
It is really good. It doesn't say.
Okay,
so if you want, I can just order you some extra maple syrup and you can make your own.
Let's do that.
Alex Demonor is trending.
Yeah, I saw that. He was all but there, wasn't he?
Well, hang on. I get nervous now every time I bring sports that I've spoiled it for someone. So if you're watching Wimbledon, block your ears for 30 seconds. Not even. This will be quick. Alex de Minaur has lost against Djokovic.
Yeah. And the Joker was losing. He was down. He was all but out by all reports. And then de Minaur just sort of fell apart, and Joker won like the last 20 of 26 points to come back and just absolutely blow him off the park. But yeah, unbelievable. But, you know, Alex de Minaur, he's just an absolute weapon in Aussie tennis at the moment.
Yeah, he's right up there with McGriddle as a surfer. Just like nailing it.
Are we going to talk? Are we going to talk beef Wellington, or is that
we
not?
We have to. It is the number one most trending thing. I think not just in Australia, but in the world. Erin Patterson, and she's been convicted of, is it 3 murders and 1 manslaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like.
Do you think it? Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't know where to go. My brain is going in 1,000 places because it's obviously horrific. But then the fact that she made individual beef Wellingtons also blows my mind, because the effort that goes into making beef Wellington is just out of control.
You're a pastry chef, so you would know. I don't think I've ever had one, but I'm curious now.
I don't reckon you're going to find one on a menu for a long time. I don't know when it's too soon to put beef Wellington back on the menu.
And also, when is it too soon that we can start casting for the Netflix doco?
Oh,
because there's got to be one.
Well, you got to strike. If you're in a production company somewhere, you got to be first.
Yes, absolutely.
So there will be conversations happening right now about who they're going to cast.
Who do you reckon?
Oh,
who would you cast?
Celeste Barber. I reckon she would be incredible because she's a chameleon at the best of times. And
does she do drama?
Yeah, I saw her. What was that one? It was the Netflix show Wellness, and she went through comedy and drama in that Netflix show Wellness. And I thought, you know, maybe who are you if you were sitting at a round table with a bunch of production people?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who are you pitching as? Erin Patterson?
I was thinking, I first thought maybe Nicola Coughlan. She was on my mind yesterday for the Bridgerton Star. I thought she would be pretty good at it. But then I was like, you want an Aussie, right?
You need a Victorian accent.
Oh, Victoria. Okay, well, there goes Rebel Wilson, which was my other one. But then I thought, okay, stay with me here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Just join me on this. Wouldn't it be pretty iconic if it was Alf Stewart? The flaming beef Wellington.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic.
Temu Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh.
Temu Tuesday.
Have we got a sponsor?
No. I bought all of this, and that's why I'm doing it at work, so I can now claim it as a tax deduction. So, brilliant.
Cha-ching!
The thing I love about you, Mel Tresina, or one of the things, is that you are just honest. There is no sugarcoating with anything with you.
That is true, yes.
Straight down the line. So I'm going to sort of do a bit of a parade for you of some things that I've bought on Temu and tell me what you think of them, okay? So first up.
Do we need HR in the studio, like a representative or...?
No, I think we're good. I think, oh gosh, maybe for the third thing. But anyway, first up.
Okay.
We've got...
It sounds plasticky. It sounds like PVC. This could be concerning.
Right. So this is a waterproof...
Wait, can I...
Okay, you go. You guess what it is. Yeah.
It almost feels like a bib, but a bib that catches food.
Okay. Well, it could... multi-purpose. This is a multi... No, that's not what it is. It is a laundry apron. right? So if you are going from, say, the dryer or the washing machine and you've already got your clothes basket full of clothes, you just empty everything into this big pouch and this apron in front of me, take it either to the clothesline, walk it to the clothesline, and then bring it, and then you just like that, rather than having to hold clothes and dropping undies and socks.
It looks like you have a pouch.
Yeah.
Like you're a kangaroo with a pink sack. And in there you're putting all your laundry.
Yep. Okay. So
you know what? Could you put a baby in there?
Oh gosh, it's not very breathable, this fabric, so probably not. No,
Okay,
I'd avoid that at all costs. But yeah, out of 10, my laundry pouch.
You
what do
know
reckon?
what?
Okay.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
I think I could use that.
All right.
I'm going to give that an 8.
Item number 2, I'm not going to be able to put my headphones on for, but I think this one could be right in your wheelhouse, Mel.
Does that mean you can't hear me?
I can hear.
Oh, damn.
This
Say a whole bunch of stuff.
is...
Oh, it looks like an umbrella, but it's missing the pole part of the brolly.
I'm getting there.
And just like a real umbrella, he can't open it.
I'm getting there.
He's
right.
struggling to open it.
I'm getting there.
All we need is someone to fart and that thing's going to implode and the wind will take it out.
I have got... It is a little inside out at the moment, but... Look at that! I have got an umbrella on my head. It's an umbrella hat. Have you ever been walking the dog and going, oh my gosh, I really need 2 hands to pick up poo and hold an umbrella while I'm walking the dog in the rain? Worry no more, because you can wear an umbrella on your head.
But I do have 2 hands and I hold an umbrella and I walk my dog.
Yeah, but now you got spare. Okay, what about if you're gardening? What if you're gardening?
Oh,
and you're
who's
like, okay.
gardening in the rain? You deserve to be wet.
What if you're one of those people who wears who uses an umbrella in the sun?
Then just hold an umbrella.
But now I've got 2 free hands.
Do you know what you look like? You look like you're from Doomsday and you're trying to signal the aliens.
All right, so that one's not a success. Next one, I need you to close your eyes.
That's a solid 1.
Next one, I need you to close your eyes because I need to slip into it. Okay, so
slip into it like it's a teddy.
Full transparency. I bought this one for my wife Bella.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Does Bella know that you brought this in for show and tell?
She said, "You're dreaming," right? When I gave it to her, right?
Okay.
So I thought I'd bring it in.
Wait, was it like a "you're dreaming"?
No.
Or
she's like,
"you're
mate,
dreaming"?
Mate, you are dreaming, right?
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Okay. This seems hard to put on.
It's a little tight, just to be honest, because
Is this for you or for Bella, or is it for
Bella,
you for
but I
Bella's enjoyment?
no, I did. Well, it was for me, to be totally honest. Okay. And then I put this bit on, and I'm almost there. If you want to fire off the music without looking up,
Oh, yeah,
on
okay.
your desk, I'll drop that.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, my mouse. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's got a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Did this come in Temu as well?
Does this do anything for you? This music?
Can I open my eyes?
Okay. Open your eyes.
Oh, are you trying to be Benson Boone?
No, I'm one of America's sweethearts.
Oh, you're. He's wearing white short shorts that actually just look like undies, and he's got a blue shirt that is tied around his nipples, and a vest with stars on it. Are you trying to be a Dallas cheerleader cowboy?
That's exactly what I am.
A Dallas cowboy cheerleader?
I am one of the Dallas cowboy cheerleaders.
You look like one that lost their job and then hit up the pub and has been drinking their sorrows away.
Well, at least I don't have to pay for it now.
Spin the wheel. Mel and Matty's Wheel of Games. Petstock. The blue one. Same price in-store and online. See the range at petstock.com.au.
Yeah, big thanks, Petstock, for jumping on board. $250 you could be winning based on whether Matt or I win the game for you. We're going to spin the wheel and see what it lands on. Hey, it really sounds sick, that wheel.
And it's landed on, oh my gosh, it's landed on a theme train.
Yes. Theme train, toot toot.
Okay, which means I need to jump off the desk and the show butler Leno needs to go around and press the buttons so I can't see the answers. Leno, are you right to press the buttons?
Yep, good to go. Okay. All right, and I'm really excited for this. You know, it's a really important train. Inter-regional train, goes between cities.
Oh, wow.
Can we just do a little quick explainer on how theme train works, butler?
So I'm going to play you 3 songs. There is a common theme between the 3 songs.
Okay.
There's just 1 point up for grabs. It's the first person to get it. We're not doing a best of round.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So
Pressure
you've
on.
just got to get the theme between the 3 songs.
All right.
Okay, shall we meet who we're playing for?
Yes, indeed.
Good morning, Susie.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How's your Tuesday morning, my friend?
It's a bit chilly.
It is a bit chilly, yeah. I get you. Maybe we'll get you hot and flustered with our game of Wheel of Games.
I hope so.
Susie, I am going to be playing on your behalf, okay? I'm going to do my very best to get you this $250 thanks to Petstock, okay?
That would be absolutely perfect.
All right, which means Dill in Melbourne. Hi, mate.
You can't call him
morning.
Dill. His name is Dylan. Good morning,
we're
Dylan.
mates. We're mates.
No, Dill's fine.
Yeah, see, I knew. What's up with you this morning,
big
Dylan?
dude.
Yeah, Dill bags. What are you doing?
Well, just on the way to work.
Oh, well done, Dylan. Hey, I'm not really good at this game, so I really would love you to lower your expectations.
Oh, no, that's all right.
All right.
get
Thanks,
into
my
it.
friend. Thanks for giving us a buzz and getting involved. Let's give this this theme train a go.
Yes, the 3:30. 3:30 out of the station. All right.
Oh, my Lord, it's 6:46.
First clue,
I think 3:30 theme train is a good way of calling it. Just,
Okay,
rhymes.
song one.
Doesn't. Anyway, whatever. Okay.
attention, Mel. Pay attention,
Pharrell
Mel.
Williams happy. Okay.
Okay.
So you might need to write these down so you know
Yeah.
who the artist is.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep, ready for the second clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your third clue.
I've got a feeling already. Oh, maybe not. Damn.
Go with your feeling,
Oh,
Matt.
Mel.
Yes, Mel?
Is it artists that used to be in a band that have gone solo?
This was supposed to drag out a bit longer. But yes, you've absolutely nailed it.
I've never
Way.
seen someone so excited about winning something when they don't actually win anything. That is unbelievable. Mel, you have won. Is it the first win in the Wheel of Games ever?
I think it more like not ever, but
well.
it's definitely like on the first hand of fingers. So within the top 5.
All right, which means Susie.
No, Dylan.
Dylan's one.
Oh, yeah, deal bags.
Dylan,
Yes,
congratulations, my friend.
thank you.
Yeah, he's over the moon.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
He's like Dylan's level of excitement didn't quite match yours.
Doesn't matter,
And
doesn't
Dylan's
matter.
the one who's walking away with $250 thanks to Petstock. The blue one, same price in store and online. See the range at petstock.com.au. Wheel of Games back tomorrow. Can we go back to our normal
In
games?
your face, Matt.
I don't know if I like
In
Theme
your
Train.
face.
We should never do Theme Train. All right,
I
let's
think
go.
we should do it every morning. We are talking spicy meat. So the other weekend, my husband comes home from doing the grocery shopping, and he does it all the time, right? Like it's not like new to him. And he went to the market, and he comes home, and he's like, "Oh, Mel, I felt like salami." He's like, "I don't know why I was there, and I just really felt like salami," which is out of character because he's not really a small meats kind of guy, or small goods. Is that what they call it?
Small cuts, choice
Small
cuts.
cuts.
Yeah, all of those things.
So he goes, "Yeah, I bought some salami." And I went, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Yeah, I got 500 grams of salami." And I went, 500 grams of salami? And he froze and he looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, "I'm sorry, did you say 500 grams of salami?" And he said, "Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it?" I was like, "You got half a kilo of salami." He said, when I asked the deli man for 500 grams of salami, even the man stopped and said, 500 grams? Like, questioned him on it. And he goes, and I was wondering why it was taking so long for him to slice up the salami.
So it's shaved. So it's
Yeah,
right.
He got it shaved. This poor man is there at the deli slicing 500 grams of salami, and Stefan's like, I'm watching him. He took his time, and every time he was adding pieces to the scales, and it just wasn't adding to 500 grams, and he just had to keep going. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Steph, you've ordered half a kilo of salami. Like, there's only 2 of us in the house and the dog, right?" And
Well, when you make a spaghetti bolognese for maybe a family of 4, you use 500 grams of mince. So that when you're talking about it in the scale of things, that
Yes.
is a lot. That's a lot of meat.
that is a lot of salami. And he got it spicy, right? So now the dog can't even enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
And so every day, I'm not lying, every day, I see him randomly holding salami and eating it, and he's trying to make a dent in his 500 grams of salami, and it's still in our fridge. And I was thinking maybe today we should do like a giveaway or something where like every caller gets like 10 grams of salami or something.
500 gram giveaway here on Nova. Every caller gets a gram. Yeah.
I'm in the middle of doing some house renos.
Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah.
Home improvement theme song. Ayo. Call back to yesterday when we were doing the Tim Allen grunts. You can catch up on that on the socials or the Mel and Matty podcast on the Nova Player.
Look at it go.
Little plug. Ayo. Anyway, I've never experienced home renos. Now, what we're doing is we're ripping out the carpets in our bedrooms and just putting flooring through it because carpets have gotten rank owning a dog. And so Sorry, I got distracted by there being no more theme song.
I can give you a little bit of block if you want.
Oh, is that the old theme song?
Here comes another one. Group Terminator. No, this is a theme song, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think we're doing theme songs. I think we're talking about your renovations here.
Anyway, so we're putting flooring in, right? And we started packing up our house over the weekend, basically taking everything out of the wardrobe, dismantling the beds, moving them all basically into the garage, right? And the way that we've set up the house is that we've got a single bed in the lounge room and then we've got the couch. So between me and my husband, we're sleeping on the single bed and the couch, and our clothes are in the walk-in wardrobe, which is now our garage, and a lot of it's been packed up and taken away, and our bed is dismantled, and that is how we're living for what I thought was meant to be a week. And I was like, you know what, it's fun, it's like we're camping, super cute, love it, we can make this work.
Your husband's a big guy, right? So
yeah,
a single bed and the couch, that must be really comfy.
I mean, yes, absolutely. It absolutely is. So it was only a week, right? Like, mind over matter, you can make a week work.
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
So yesterday they come in, first day of the renos, they rip out all the carpet, and then they go, by the way, we haven't ordered the flooring, and that won't come in for a few more days, and then it has to acclimatise. Don't ask me why. That's going to take a few more days. So now you're looking at what you should have been moving in over the weekend, putting all your stuff back, is going to be next weekend. So we've got 2 weeks of living to explain to you, like my husband came home from soccer last night while I was passed out in the single bed in the lounge room, and he's making food, and I'm smelling the food and hearing the sizzling of the fry pan while I try and
Is it
sleep.
salami that's been cooked while you're trying to sleep?
Peeling pieces of 500 grams of salami. Anyway, it's one of those things because every time someone does a reno, it never goes to plan. It is never as seamless as you think it's going to be. It's never as quick as you think it's going to be. This is my first time living through a reno, and it's not even that big a deal. It's not that massive. So I want to know on 13 24 10, what's your hold my hammer, have I got a story for you renovation situation? Was it past? Is it happening now? How did it blow out? What happened? How were you living? Because right now I feel like we're living in an open plan apartment with no bedrooms and a dog.
All right, 13 24 10. We got calls coming in. We'll get to them next. Right now, Mel, we're doing Hold My Hammer.
Hold my hammer. I'm going through some house renos at the moment, just ripping out the carpet in the bedrooms, putting some flooring in. We're literally living in our lounge room. We're in a unit. Let's keep that in mind. So everything's very toit, and it was meant to be fun and cute because it was a week, and now it's blown out to 2 and counting. So on 13 24 10, I wanna hear your renovation situations. Good morning, Nalani.
Good morning.
Can you, I mean, I'm aware that my situation isn't that major, but beat it. Tell me what happened to you.
So we did the whole downstairs of our house, kitchen, laundry, everything, got it all ripped out and completely replaced. Thought that it was going to be 1 more week, but then the Caesar stone was delayed, so we had absolutely no plumbing downstairs, and I had a 6-month-old who was just starting solids, and I'd moved everything to the garage, so I was making solids in a jet boil in my makeshift kitchen in the garage, whilst also having no plumbing downstairs to do any washing. So I was making the bath upstairs into a kitchen sink, a laundry tub, and a baby bath, depending on what I needed it for at the time.
My God, Nalani, that is horrible.
If having a 6-month-old doesn't test a relationship enough, throw some renovations on there and having to do the dishes in the shower. Hello.
It was definitely resilience building, but we got through it. And,
Okay.
she loved food, but it was a test.
Okay, so, and you guys are still together?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, great.
That could have gone right, really.
Sorry. Okay, well, that's oh my gosh, I'm having a dog during this, and that's hard. Having a 6-month baby would be challenging. Good morning, Sunny. What was your renovation situation?
Good morning. Well, it's just the two of us, myself and my husband, and we're kind of like over 50, under 60. We did it ourselves. We ripped the bedroom out. We put all our clothes in other rooms. There's 3 other rooms, so we had plenty of space. And we don't cook inside, which is an advantage. We've got an outdoor kitchen.
Oh, yeah?
It was well organized, and we slept in the lounge on our mattress. So as much as we, enjoyed the sleeping in the lounge, but there was no romance there, so that was out the door. And renovating was really challenging because one of us could have died from killing each other, and that was a learning curve. If you really want to kill each other, just do a reno together.
Sonny, are you guys still together?
Oh yeah. We cannot do anything without bickering, and literally the neighbors know it. It's like we do it, but we have such strong attitude. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It sounds like the cops are on their way to break up a fight at Sonny's joint right now.
It's brilliant.
Hi, Cassie.
Good morning, Cassie.
Hi, guys. Our shower failed. So in the middle of winter with a portable ensuite in our front yard, the tiler called me from home while he was tiling and goes, "You need to get home now. There's a fire." I was about 5 minutes away. While I was on the phone with him, I could hear the sirens in the background. I was like, "Oh crap! I'm going to go." So our inverter actually caught fire. Our solar inverter, water got in it somehow and caught fire on the front half of the house. So I'm thankful that our shower did fail and someone was home. Otherwise, it would have been all gone.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to lie, I'm still stuck on the fact that you were showering in your front yard.
We have a big 6-foot fence in the front, so that's good, but that's electric. So we lost power, we couldn't open the gate. We lived with our mum for 2 weeks with 3 kids. It was yeah.
Oh my gosh, Cassie, that sounds like hell.
We can do one more, Mel. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. We'll press
hey,
the time
Mel.
here. Let's
Good
go.
morning, Hal. Sorry, good morning, Mel. I said Hal because I was thinking of Cassie's situation. Sorry, Mel.
That's all right. Good morning, Mel and Matty.
Hi, mate.
My one's a lot similar and a little bit different. My husband is a bathroom renovator / builder. We started renovating our bathroom in March 2024. To this
Don't
day,
tell us, Mel.
I have a wet room. We put the door on last weekend. There's still no bath. There is still no shower screen. There is still no vanity. But at least I can close the door and have a shower in peace now without the dog coming in going, "Oh, no, what's going on?"
Oh my God, it's always people that are trades that always take the longest with their own houses. Mel, because, everyone that we've spoken to had a horrible situation, but because you're still living through it, I'm going to hook you up with $100 to spend at Milk Run.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That is awesome.
Just order some food and go eat it in your wet room and cry.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
Good on you, Mel. Over 10,000 groceries delivered in minutes from our friends at Milk Run. Do you feel better about yourself now, Mel?
Yeah, I do. But I also now feel very pessimistic about the future.
Well, it is the trial and the court case that has captivated not only the country but the world.
A 10-week trial that captivated Australia and the world.
Aaron Patterson is tonight a convicted mass murderer.
Australia's most infamous home cook. Tonight, a convicted serial killer.
What drove Aaron Patterson to murder? Crocodile tears streaming down her face.
There's been nothing like this case.
I'm devastated. I love them. A 12-person jury convicted Patterson on 3 counts of murder.
When the jury came out, none of them looked at Aaron. It was a shock.
When the verdict was delivered, she stared straight ahead, blinking profusely, but did not say a word.
The trial now over, and 2 families will never be the same.
And joining us this morning to talk about it, Estelle Greeping, 7 News court reporter who was in the courtroom yesterday when the verdict was handed down. Thanks for joining us this morning, Estelle.
Hi, guys.
Can you just, obviously, you know, we all know about the case, but there's been a lot that's kind of happened in the last, has it been 5 weeks that the case has been going on for?
More like 10, so it's really been a marathon trial.
Wow, to me, it's wild that this case has gone longer than Diddy's case, to be totally fair. But Estelle, take us back to the beginning. 11 weeks ago, Erin Patterson walks into this courtroom and talk us through the last 11 weeks and how we got to where we landed yesterday.
Yeah, it's just been such a long time for the media and the public who have been observing this case on the daily. You know, at the start when Erin Patterson was brought into that room for the opening arguments in this trial, we were given a timeline of about 6 weeks that this would wrap up in, and now we're actually in week 11. So it really went for such a long time, and I think that goes to how complicated this case was, because you have 4 separate victims, 3 charges of murder, 1 of attempted murder, and the prosecution and the defence really threw everything they could at this case, which meant calling a lot of evidence and going through things very meticulously. So it's been, a really long time coming, and finally a culmination of all that yesterday with this stunning verdict being handed down.
What's next? We know that she's back in behind bars. There will be a sentencing. Do we know what kind of sentence length she's looking at, and when we'll find all that information out?
Yeah, well, interestingly, when you say we know that she's back in custody, that's only something that the media have been able to report now. So when she was charged and arrested back in late 2023, she was taken into custody and she's been in jail the whole time awaiting this trial and the sentence and everything like that. But the media were actually barred by the judge from mentioning that she was in custody. We couldn't even show photos or vision on the news of her in handcuffs or even in the presence of a prison guard. So it's very different now to actually be able to use some of that footage. In regards to a sentence, we're expecting her to have what's called a plea hearing or a pre-sentence hearing, maybe towards the end of this year, and that's when the people affected by this horrific crime, the victims in this, can give victim impact statements. So we've been expecting Ian Wilkinson, who was the sole survivor of this lunch, and maybe Simon Patterson, her estranged husband, who lost both of his parents to this lethal meal. So after that, we can expect a sentence to be handed down by the judge. Obviously, she could be looking at some life sentences because this is such a massive and really quite a unique crime when you think about it.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen a lot of the footage and hearing the stories about how this has actually captivated the town, and there's been people lining up outside the courtroom to get in. They're taking camping chairs. There's, kids taking days off school to get in there. And has that been pretty wild to watch and unfold with your own eyes?
Yeah, it has been, guys, and that's because I have covered, court cases for years. Not only is this one of the only court cases that a lot of my friends who do not watch the news know a lot about, but this one just felt so different because people were so captivated by it. It wasn't that they were just consuming media articles about it or catching it on the news. They wanted to see it with their own eyes. And every day from about the time that Erin Patterson stood up and gave her own evidence, there has been a group of very dedicated people who have basically changed their life around, changed into night shift or stopped working or taken a break just so they can come and witness all of this.
Wow.
And yesterday was quite remarkable because they all lined up outside the front of the courtroom for hours and they marked their spot in the queue with their books or their laptops just to make sure that they'd actually get in.
Wow, that's so wild to think that that's happening. Was there a general kind of feeling yesterday in the courtroom or outside the courtroom?
I think there was a feeling of anxiety outside the courtroom before the verdict came out, and that's been the way all of last week as well, because as soon as the jury go into deliberation, the media and also these people who are so keen on the case, we're all coiled springs. It's like at any point we could receive an email saying the verdict is coming, you've got 5 minutes, get into that courtroom. And I've got to say, because there are so many people covering this trial from, Melbourne, Australia, around the world, there are simply not enough seats in that courtroom to get in and see the verdict for yourself. So everyone was sort of pacing those corridors for over a week. And when we actually were able to go into the courtroom, you could hear a pin drop. It was like, oh, this is the moment after 10 weeks that we've been waiting for.
Oh, absolutely. It's been fascinating. Like we said, it has gripped the nation. I don't know what the podcast community are going to do once this all wraps up, Estelle, but mate, it's been a real pleasure talking to you this morning. Thank you for your time. We'll catch all of your reports on 7 News. That is Estelle Greepink there, who is the Channel 7 News court reporter, reporting back to us on the incredible and just fascinating and really sad case that is the Erin Patterson murder case out of Victoria. How Kylie Jenner got an Aussie teacher cancelled while on a dream trip to Europe. That's the headline.
Oh,
guys.
what a clickbait.
Oh, boy. And you know what? It got me. Hook.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Line and sinker.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Kylie Jenner, I might just see what's going on over here.
She's the one with Shamla-May.
Shama-lemonade.
Shama-lemonade. That's the one. Yeah, Timothy. Yep.
One of the Jenners, one of the Kardashians. Yes.
Yeah. So they were on holiday, as you do in Europe, because they're one of the Jenners. Like, why would they, they're not going to go to, lawn. They're going to go to
Hey, nothing
Europe.
wrong with lawn.
No,
Lawn's
but
it's beautiful.
Hey, Great Ocean Road, get me there. But they're the Jenners, right? They're the Jenners. So they're
going to Europe.
They're going to Tuscany, right? Of course. Oh, how romantic, right?
Some say lawn is the Tuscany of Australia.
Who?
Some.
Okay. Right.
Haven't met them yet.
Well, apparently an Australian teacher has faced furious backlash after secretly filming Kylie Jenner at a pre-wedding holiday in Italy. So it's that kind of thing, and I have a feeling.
So they were in Italy because they went to Bezos's wedding.
Oh, is that why?
So when it says pre-wedding, they were there for Jeff Bezos's wedding, and so they were in this Italian, which, listen, I'm not going to lie, looks luxe. I mean, it looks expenny.
Oh, I know. Like
this place.
And the Australian teachers there. Like, she's doing all right. Anyway, she's doing all right. If she's like staying at the same joint as the Jenners,
we listen and we don't judge.
Hey, no. Can we judge when we like go to the ads and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. But so what she's done, and I think everyone has done this, so that might be a broad stroke, but a lot of people have done this at some point. She's doing the thing where she's just sort of pretending she's taking a photo/video of herself, but secretly over her left shoulder is getting Kylie Jenner in the shot just to be able to go, hey guys, look, I'm here.
Oh my
and
gosh.
if you look behind me, it's Kylie Jenner, but I'm just actually taking a selfie, not videoing her.
100%. We all do that. Everyone. So why was this person cancelled?
Well, I think it has to do with the fact that she then uploaded it to TikTok and it had some of the kids in the video, and she's uploaded a video of someone else's children without permission. I think that's kind of where the issue comes through the cancelling. But I want to move away from the cancelling and just get back to the filming famous people, right?
Yeah.
Because on 13/24/10, I'd love to know, in a non-creepy way, who just secretly film and snap and why? What famous celebrity, even like, it doesn't have to be super famous celebrity, but just someone that you have seen and you've gone, okay.
Oh, because we've all done it.
Well, I've sent you a photo, Mel, of when I was on my honeymoon, and I'm sitting in a restaurant in LA, and my wife is losing her mind because of the person who is sitting behind me. Now, if you zoom in, this was taken on like an iPhone 10 or something back in the day. So
it's very grainy.
It hasn't aged well, the photo. But if you zoom in, can you work out who that is?
I don't know her name. Is it the lady from like NCIS?
No, it's not. And are you thinking of Olivia Benson from Law and Order? Is that Mariska Hargitay? Is that who you're thinking of?
One moment, please, caller.
Because it's not. Okay, no.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you who it is, or do you want to keep trying to work it out?
Can you give me like a...
You mentioned the TV show probably about 15 minutes ago.
I mentioned the TV show.
Well, you couldn't think of the name of the TV show, and then I gave you an assist of what the TV show was called.
I can't remember what I did 15 minutes ago.
It's Lisa Vanderpump from Vanderpump Rules. And she's in the restaurant. She's got the dogs. And I didn't know the dogs were significant, but she's got her dogs, and we're sitting there, and Bella, or trying to have this romantic dinner at a fancy restaurant in LA, and I have got no eye contact with my missus because all she's doing is watching what Lisa Vanderpump is doing over my shoulder.
Was she by herself?
No, the husband was there, the old dude, apparently.
And you didn't take a photo of the dogs?
Well,
that's the missed opportunity here.
Okay, 13/24/10. Who did you secretly snap and where? What have you got?
I just sent you one.
Okay, hang on.
Oh wait, did you want to ask our show butler?
Yeah, show butler is standing by on a microphone.
Yeah.
While I work this out.
Okay, so I snapped the Blue Wiggle as he walked out of my local pub and into the convenience store next door. I think to get like a can of Coke or something. But the best bit was the tote bag he was carrying was a Wiggles bag.
Stop. He was rocking the merch.
Yeah. I was standing at the lights waiting to cross the road, and I missed 3 phases of the lights trying to get this selfie over my shoulder. But I agree, don't post it. I just sent it to my friends.
Yeah, I think that's what you do with a lot of these,
that's
right?
Exactly
is
what
you just send it.
I'm trying to work this out. Is this because it's a really nice photo of you? You look like you're at some sort of event. Of course you are, walking a red carpet. That's the only reason she'll leave the house, if she's invited somewhere. Is that Superman? Is that the old Superman? Is that Henry Cavill?
That's Henry Cavill.
Oh, man.
So I've got a photo at the Actors, which happened in February on the Gold Coast. And we had the Actors, and then we went to the after party, which was at the bar at I think the Langham or something. And while we were there, Henry Cavill walks in.
Wow.
And because I didn't want to ask him for a photo, I just did the old, hey, Phil, let's you and I get a photo and get Henry in the back.
That is amazing.
And it's a pretty good shot.
Is he as incredible in real life? Because I've seen the Instagram reel and the TikTok where all these co-hosts are sitting next to him in junket interviews, and all they're doing is just giving him dreamy eyes. They're just engaged in whatever he's saying. Is he that captivating in real life?
Yeah, he is. He's a very good-looking person.
Does it count at a red carpet though, Matt?
This wasn't a red carpet. This was the after party.
Oh, sorry. It was an exclusive after party where other
you
people...
need to do better.
Okay, let's go. 13, 24, 10. It's your turn, Australia. Who did you secretly snap? Who was it? Asking the question, who'd you secretly film and snap and where, but not in a creepy way. But not in a creepy way.
Because there's so much backstory as to why you didn't just ask for a photo as well. Like, I love just that idea of what was the situation. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning.
All right, who did you get a sneaky little picture of, not in a creepy way?
It was actually my partner. He was flying interstate for work, and he sent me a selfie on the plane with Pauline Hanson in the row behind him.
Oh, that's amazing. The fact that he's a row above Pauline Hanson as well.
Yes.
She's not in 1A. He's definitely sitting in front of her as well.
Exactly right. That is so great. Was she sleeping? Was her mouth open?
No, I think she's looking at the camera. Oh, no, she knew what was happening.
She was eyeballing it.
Let's go to Stacey. Hi, Stace.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Really good, mate. What do you got for us?
So my daughter's living in London, and, you know when you get a text all in uppercase from somebody, your daughter, that it's something big?
Yeah.
And she was on the tube, and in walks Hugh Grant and sat next to her. Gave off real vibes of don't look at me, I don't want a picture, don't talk to me. So she just pulled back the phone and got a picture of his great boots.
Of his boots! Of his boots!
I said to her, did he look good? Did he smell good? She said, yes, and he was carrying a very expensive man bag.
Great follow-up question, Stacey. Exactly what I would want to know as well. I love that. The boots count.
Great.
Good morning, Michael. Who did you snap a photo of?
Not in a creepy way, of course.
Of course, never.
No.
Yeah. Years ago, I worked for a pretty exclusive golf club here in Rose Bay. I was one of the chefs there, and we knew Tom Cruise was on his way because he often came in and when he was in Sydney with Nicole Kidman and the brother-in-law. Anyway, the four of them are having a game. I'd positioned myself prior to down in a little room next to the court and kept the door just ajar enough to get my phone in.
Oh, wow.
I was practicing my zooming in and zooming out. Anyway, they started their match. I was very excited. And then he's hit a pretty good down-the-line shot, and he did a bit of a fist pump and, he's pretty up himself. He's the tiniest little thing. But anyway, as a victory lap, he jumps over the net. The back of his foot, or the front of his foot actually, caught the back of the net, and he went down like you know what.
Yep.
And I just had to stand there and wait till they all left because I realised I couldn't leave the storeroom until they'd gone. So I was pretty much trapped in there with the nets and the mattresses and the chairs and everything.
Did they hear you laughing?
No.
Michael's boss is just going, where is he? He's been in the storeroom for so long. And now do you still get a good laugh out of it, mate?
Oh, totally. I've shown that video to so many people. I've had too many phones over the years. It's lost now, but it was a good thing to show around.
Oh, that is brilliant, Michael. I just love that you were practicing the zooming as well.
The whole preparation for it, through the crack in the door, the whole lot.
Respect.
After 2 years away from the spotlight.
Hello, Australia. It's me, Lewis Capaldi here.
And now the day bleeds into nightfall.
Global superstar Lewis Capaldi is back and heading to Australia.
Hold me while you...
I'm coming back, performing live and in the flesh.
Playing arenas across the country this December. Tickets and info at secretsounds.com.au.
I'll see you down under.
What an arc this man has gone through. What a journey. He's taken a couple of years off to manage his mental and physical health, and he's come back. He's released a brand new song. He's announced a UK tour, and then he went, I'll come down under as well. And we're so excited to have him here, and we have some tickets to send you to go see Lewis Capaldi. Shall we offload them, Matt?
Let's do it. Let's not muck around.
Yeah?
Like a Band-Aid, Mel Tracino. Rip
All
it
right.
off.
We're ripping it off, and we're handing the double pass to you, Beck.
Oh my gosh! Thank you!
Oh, you're so welcome, my friend. What does it mean for you to be able to go see him?
It would mean the world. Yes, I was meant to go to hit the Nova Red Room in 2023 and he cancelled. I was so devastated. So this is amazing. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. I take it you're all across the Glastonbury reels and him performing and...
Yes, he was so amazing. Oh my God.
Oh, congratulations, Beck. You're going to have the best time. He's an incredible performer and his voice sounds amazing in the flesh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Beck, you tearing up, bud.
I know, yes. He's my idol and I love him so much. And he's actually so hilarious.
Oh, mate. Well, we are so stoked that you are going along. The only decision you need to know now is who you're going to take with you. But I'm not going to make you make that decision while you're emotional and running through so many thoughts through your head on the radio live. But congratulations, you are going to see Lewis Capaldi live.
Thank you, guys.
Our pleasure, mate. And we've got more tickets to go all this week. While Mel and I are on air, we're hooking you up with those Lewis Capaldi tickets. And the winning continues after 9 because you could be seeing a Dua Lipa live in Miami. It's almost time for us to pull stumps, pack the kit, get out of here. Tomorrow on the show, I am really excited for what is about to happen because State of Origin, New South Wales versus Queensland, big for part of the country. It's the decider. We have got former New South Wales skipper Paul Gallen on the show. I'm not really excited about that because, Paul's great. I love Paul, right? And I'm a diehard New South Welshman. But my level of excitement gets even bigger when I wait and sit back and hear you ask him questions about State of Origin.
Oh, and you are going to make me ask, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what the biggest giveaway was?
No.
So in an email correspondence, they were referencing State of Origin as SOO in caps, right?
Mm.
But when I read it, I was like, so we're going to have somebody on there who's going to talk about so. And I read it like so. Like attitude, and I didn't understand the email, and it took me a few goes to realise State of Origin. SOO.
Are you going to do any research for that chat?
Do I do any research for this show?
Okay, fair point.
Let's be honest.
Fair point. So that is tomorrow on the show, as well as more Lewis Capaldi tickets, and we'll have the Wheel of Games thanks to our friends at Petstock. What do you got for us before we go?
Well, it's been a massive 24 hours, and of course, any of our show that you've missed this morning, you can catch up podcasts on the Nova Player, Mel and Matty. It's been a big 24 hours, obviously, with the Aaron Patterson court case that's happened, the verdict being passed down. It's making news right around Australia, right around the world. I just want to say, I think the campaign to get beef Wellingtons back on the menu needs to begin, and I reckon there's no better place to begin it than with this classic moment from a great Australian iconic film.
We had a choice between fish and beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington?
What's that, Dale?
It's beef done in pastry.
The Castle, let the campaign begin to bring back the beef Wellington.
We'll catch you tomorrow from 6 o'clock. Have a great day.
Watch the cheap seats, 8:40 tonight on Channel 10.
We'll catch you tomorrow from 6. Bye.